Well, we're finally here. Season 3 of AB Mugen RAW has begun. We're finally ready to start off a brand new season, and it's been a long time coming. The Mugen draft is just finally in the books. A brand new start, and of course a brand new icon. I guess Yoko can just keep on winking and winking and winking. Probably our mascot for our top mascot, I believe, is Yoko Littner, of course. But yeah, happy Monday night. It's Monday Night Raw. It's AB Mugen RAW. We're just getting ready to tuning exams actually to start out. So we'll see a nice little out space. We'll see the home of the tuning exams. But we'll get to see how this goes out. It's a very awesome occasion. We'll see how this plays out as we head to the Ninja Village. So as you can see, things have definitely changed a little bit with the Raw roster. Thanks courtesy of that Mugen draft. There's a lot of surprises that they could be making some heavy appearances. So I want to say thanks again for your support. Thanks guys for all the support you guys give to all three brands of the draft. It was a noble experience. It was certainly a lot to dig in. I do a lot of research, did a lot of thinking, a lot of decisions I need to make for this red brand. Hopefully this is a season 3 roster moving forward. We have our top champs, of course. As you can see, we'll see the PPGs being reunited, Pac-Man being there. I see Full Gore returning to Raw again. We already know how his career had on Slamfest. Oda Nobunaga, another awesome, another free agent draft pick, which is nice. Seeing Goki back. Goki actually returned to Raw. Also, of course, the secrets about Goki's story will be mostly revealed this season, and you'll see a lot of newcomers. A lot of older superstars are back for S3, which is season 3. So I want to also, but of course, thanks to everybody else over there for a tremendous season 2. It's episode 51, a premiere of Raw. It's gonna be a great opportunity for all of our superstars here in the back. I'm sure a lot of locker room had a lot of personal beef with the World Heavyweight Champion with Adel. We already know Adel and Pitt are gonna have their skirmish. They're gonna have their brutal rivalry begin this as this Dark Shield Smash Ultimate feud is still going for 3 seasons now. So I guess really I guess the fans are getting sick of it, but maybe that's my guess. Maybe the fans are sick of all of the same rivalries over and over and over again. It's been 3 seasons now with these two factions just beating the shit out of each other, but it's gonna be great. I know it's gonna be a really tough way to say, hey, you know what? Why did you just keep doing the same matches over and over and over again? It's all about building up a little bit, but sometimes there's probably a few matches here. We're probably gonna get things started. We do see a few Nightfall debuts. Earthbound making their 44 debut. Pika-PZ trying to exercise their match at Living Dangerously, which is an ECW. It's mostly ECW pay-per-view, but we also have the kickoff show for here, so we're also gonna call it the kickoff as much as possible, and get to be back on ECW for a little bit. See how that plays out. Mostly trying to build up their sake. I heard about EXE and Goten gonna have their match at Living Dangerously. Tag titles on the line too for that brand, as DMC will take on Bad Girls Club's Rain and Anna. I think the only 2 members left on that whole faction, but nevertheless, great opportunity for this one. Of course, European title, unlike I said last week on Raw in that draft. It wasn't really a season premiere, but this is the actual premiere for Raw, since this roster's finally been revamped and it looks like they're ready to go. But can we see new promises, new features for the returning draft picks? We'll be seeing a lot more, but we'll see Adel get his ass kicked finally, but you never know. Pitt might have a chance. Or we could also see the World Dynasty their debut. Ruby Raichu, Pikachu's younger niece, makes her debut as a rough and tough engineer, electrician, known as Ruby Raichu, making her debut, and Tifa versus Tannhauser. Should be a pretty good matchup all around. And the European title is on the line, and we'll see some exercise of Pikachu and Nyal. They'll also have Legion of Darkness and Pika-PZ will have their rivalry. They'll hopefully get ready for Living Dangerously, and also have that Fatal 4 match for the world. I gotta figure out the 2 other opponents. I'm gonna have to figure that out at some point in the future. But for now, we only got a couple weeks left till Living Dangerously. It's gonna be a great matchup. The final day of February, and the month of hate, as I like to call it, is almost over. But now I get to focus on tonight. In the meantime, sit back, relax. Is another edition of AB Mugen RAW. It's episode 51. It's a season 3 premiere, and let's get this rolling. Let's go. Opening matchup for this edition of Raw is going to be a nice installment. It seems to kicking out with some two of the most popular, probably the most popular. I guess Tifa's popularity has skyrocketed a lot as far as a fan base. But if Tannhauser, she's making a name for herself, and she's been rolling. And she has an undefeated streak right now, and she's been rolling lately. She has been rolling a lot lately. Actually, did she get her first loss? I think she did, but. I honestly think she got her first loss, I think, in one of the seasons, but she's keeping her winning streak alive. But of course, Tifa Lockhart's gonna have to have a whole mile step, and she's spoke to Eric about her matchup. She wants to compete for her season right now, trying to compete for the Divas title, and she was very close at Rivals Clash. She represented Rivals Clash proudly, as it's hopefully trying to be one of the 6 Divas to represent for the Divas Championship being contested, but. In the end, my Natsume has been looking for some new challenges, trying to defend her title as well. The champ will defend her title in Canada. We're actually handing the Air Canada Center, Toronto, Canada, baby. We're all out. It's gonna be all week. It's gonna be a nice little AB Mugen RAW Canadian tour, heading towards Toronto into Ontario, and then head to Montreal, Quebec. So it's gonna be a nice little trip. And then we head to Detroit. We head back to the place where Rivals Clash it was there in Detroit. But in the meantime, we do have a lot of opportunities for these two. Tifa looking forward to get her first win of the season. Tannhauser trying to get himself into more Divas title competition. She's only a couple wins away to reach contention, so she might be up for it. Will we see the hammer, the welder of the hammer, or will we see the heaven bomb drop in this mix? We're gonna figure out right here, right now, as we start off the season here. Two extremely tough, rough and tough, busty divas. Puppies are going to be exploding right now. Should be a pretty fun matchup here to start round 1, and here we go. First match of the season, and we get things rolling. And Tannhauser again, some good combination strings here. There's a heavy bomb I talked about. There we go. And Tifa just utterly. Ooh, good. Here's a defensive power game of Tifa. But she's pretty fast for a girl her size. And there's Heaven Bomb again. And it's pretty highly competitive matchup again. And now the hammer's right to the gut. That's gonna hurt. Oh, no, right in the crotch. That hurts. Oh, damn. That really hurts there. Jesus. Unbelievable hammer shot. Right, that was like a low blow. Referee should have. Where the hell's the referee in this one? If the referee was here, that should have been a disqualification, in my opinion. Round 2 starts off here. Oh my gosh. Nice cartwheel kicks. Nice slide kick. Team trying to bring some momentum here. And now again, Tannhauser trying to bring momentum here. Nice combo strings again. Just showing what she does. Those strikes are just immense. That hammer shot and those force palms just coming to the handy right now. And that's it. Force palm for the win. And just a damn near flawless in round 2, and now we'll do it. Tannhauser just obliterating Tifa to start off the season. And I believe she's only a few wins away from reaching her goal. Hopefully from the next no more contender for the Divas Championship. So hey, we can see hammer versus spear. That'd be pretty interesting. But Tannhauser's looking forward to hopefully she is asking for a title shot, but it looks like she's gonna make a big statement for herself. And she's making a name for herself right now on Raw, and that's her 10th win, by the way. So a few more wins probably, she might actually make herself into a huge contender for the Divas Championship. So the Divas division looking pretty interesting. The waifu division looking out to a pretty good start. As the welder of the hammer destroys the Heaven Bombs Tifa, and she just destroys her just force palmed her 2-0. That's it. That's all you're gonna see right there, honestly. But wow, what a start to the season! It's a nice way to get things rolling for Tannhauser, as Well, we'll see. We'll see if she gets get some more wins for herself, and we'll see what she has in store for the season. Very nice fair win. Of course, she just meditates and just smokes some weed. Oh boy, she's now she went probably. I'm sure Tana's mostly going back and just smoke some weed. She's just low key and just chill, super chill. But good win for her. The Divas title looks like it's gonna be in her grasp at some point in the future. Or the title shot could be in the hand of it. Just another way of saying, hey, that was a nasty crotch shot. That was like a big crotch shot right into Tifa's. No, I should say groin, really, the groin area, not crotch, but she did get crotch right in the from with that hammer shot. I feel bad. Oh, hopefully she's all right. Yeah, that's bad. Hey, he's back, everybody. Blanka, part of the Kanzuki estate, back from injury. He's returned, as also Pikachu also returned last week on Raw. Blanka is back from a broken foot injury. Welcome back to Blanka. But he is in contention already for as his wins. But Blanka looks forward to try to win, not only come back his first night on Raw back and start the season, but also trying to win the European title too. So he's been looking forward to his foot is all right. He looks ready to go. But I'm sure the wild one for Brazil, hopefully try to win that European title, win for all the European countries, even though it's mostly South America territory. But it's mostly Japan versus Brazil. Pretty interesting matchup here for these two. As Samurai Showdown's Genjuro. Genjuro's been rolling as of late. He represented Raw probably in that draft. I gotta give credit to the European champion for standing his ground on the night. Definitely way better performance than what happened at Rivals Clash against Sonic and EXE. However, with Genjuro's sake, he's almost keeping his eyes. But remember, there's also a lot of newcomers who want to try and take away that European title. And people are in the comment section. Thank you guys again for sending your love in the comments too, and in the chat as well in that draft. And he's the whole month of the whole Mugen draft section. But with this sake, I kind of agree with you guys when they say Genjuro could be a possibility to be a next world champion. He's actually, but right now, ever since now we have Harumaru joining, that might be some tension rising between both rivals. Because we already know that Genjuro and Harumaru used to be a tag team together inside of Slampus. But we'll see how that goes. We'll have more conversations about Genjuro and Harumaru being a team again. But right now the focus is trying to hopefully Genjuro's having a good singles run as of late. But we'll see how that plays out as we head back to tuning exams. Blanka ready for hopefully trying to become the next European champ. Euro title on the line, the EU title up for grabs here. But this is Blanka's first return back. I don't know. This might not be a decision I can think of. But maybe. Yeah, Genjuro just slicing away on returning Blanka. It might be a spoil night for Blanka here. There's only a few cut-ins. There's those uppercuts, man. Those counters are just lethal. And Genjuro just utterly destroying poor returning Blanka in round one. Oh, nice flip kick. And there's Blanka trying to get some cut-ins here. Try to at least stop the momentum here, but I think Genjuro just says nope, not today. Oh, and again! Oh God! My God, what a shot! Genjuro just obliterating the challenger. Oh, just making quick work. 2-0'd him. That's a quick. Well, there you go. Let's retain your championship. Good decision, Azure. Good decision. God. What was I thinking? Sorry, Blanka. God damn. Oh, Genjuro just obliterating poor Blanka. I think Blanka's I know Blanka's gonna regret that decision. I'm gonna regret the decision too myself. I don't know why. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, that's how Blanka returned to face Genjuro. I don't know about that. That was this destruction from the European champion, sending a big message. It's like, hey, I don't back down from anybody else. Bring it on. Bring on any challenger. That's a lot, but I think you guys might be right about that. Oh man, that was super different. No, anyways, 2-0, just like that. Tiny, thick, and adorable. Long way of return for Ruby Raichu making her debut. Of course, we don't. She is she's more of a technician. She actually worked for the show, but mostly just being part of electricity. Most just being an electrician, they'll hopefully help out with the power. But she actually does have a lot of speed and power, and she's actually working well with her. She's the niece of Paul Hunter, which is Pikachu, which actually is on the roster right now. So, I'm also trying. I'm just thinking, like, why is Raichu? Shouldn't Raichu be like an older cousin or something? An older cousin to Pikachu, but no, I guess this is a younger Raichu. I guess this Pikachu kind of evolved way too early and didn't focus on the speed advantage. But she's pretty fast on her feet too. She can still run pretty fast. So and all those blue sparks we saw her in practice, pretty well done. She just handles the technical stuff here on the set, so it does help. But she actually is a competitor, being trained in Japan. She was doing a lot of training in Japan for a couple of years, and now she's here ready to go in here in the States. And so we head to Canada pretty soon for next week. But in the meantime, Ruby Raichu makes her debut, but of course taking on Chespin. I haven't seen Chespin since the X and Y days. So I forgot all about Gen 6. Because now we have Pokemon. I heard about the announcements of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I already discussed about it in the podcast on Twitch. Go check it out. I'll leave my Twitch account, my Twitch link down below in the description. And also get new merch as well too. The BLAZIKEN RAW shirt are available now. And we'll see how it goes. I'm sorry for the shameless plug, but nevertheless, Ruby Raichu she looks like she's looking beautiful. But we'll see what she has in store. And so she's got a lot of technicality, a lot of sparks for we flying in this debut match for Ruby.
Get ready to kick butt. Engage.
Here we go. Get ready to kick butt. Engage. Here we go. To start off, but very quickness. As you can see, the speed and quickness. But Chespin trying to spoil that debut for Raichu. Nice blue thunder attack. Oh, nice quickness there. And then again, oh my god! Wow. That big white lightning attack just destroy this. That's not blue. White lightning for the win. Shouts to Blois my dragon, but man, that was intense. Round 1, a very quick start. And there's that. Wow, that does so much damage. Raichu doing so much here in this case, but a good start for this game. And again, those spark traps coming in handy. Actually, I think Ruby stumbled it for a second. I think she stumbled and fell on her booty. But no, damn, Raichu just destroyed Chespin. Those spark traps coming in handy, and that's gonna possibly make her a huge star here on Raw. Just the cheapness of a Raichu, but I think Pikachu's got her well trained. Those spark traps coming in, of course, learning the white lightning from not only Blue Eyes, but also Pikachu learned the white lightning from it too. But that's what shouts to her uncle, the older Pikachu. Of course, he's still competing. Actually, he'll be competing a little bit later on, a little bit. So. But yeah, that is just destructive. Raichu just utterly destructive. This young Raichu is going to be a fantastic star in the mix, in the Poké division. But and there's still also I do have boxes. I have boxes actually. I'll reveal those boxes next week at the Brain Notes to Canada because I know we're also going to bring us the new title gold. But there are boxes inside. I have a few boxes over there. I already opened them. There are of course the new belts for the Pokémon Championship and the Knockouts titles are coming back. As I did announce those statements last week. I will say this: next week we're going to see a lot of new things happening with the Knockouts division and the Pokémon division. We'll be having this new Pokémon champion. Unfortunately, with Mian Chao, her contract expired, so that's why the title's vacant. So we'll have two new sets of champions coming up in the future. So the Pokémon division's back, and the Knockouts titles are back in place. And I'll probably reveal those next week. Hopefully, I can get a shot at them. Let's just see how that plays out. I'm very excited to see how this go out with a bang, with the brand new Knockouts Golds. And but other than that, I mean, Raichu's destructive debut. I had nothing else to say. Again, and it's just been kind of like anticlimactic with the whole matches, but still, I'm very impressed with Raichu's debut. We'll see a more shocking action, no pun intended, to Pikachu, his part Pika-PZ. Well, more explanations on that too, as he is also Uncle Pikachu is in action too. He'll take on Nyal the Tap for Legion of Darkness. We'll have more explanations on that in just a brief moment. Stay tuned. We're back, everybody. Raw continues on. You know, with more singles action, but this is only the singles. Well, actually, the only singles match is going to be the grudge match between Adel and the Dark Shield. But let's discuss what happened last week on Raw. Of course, the Pika-PZ challenge Nyal, which actually became the next holder of the tag team titles. There's been a lot of confusion with those tag team belts. But Nyal, of course, Dark Nation, meanwhile, he said, and I quote, that we want Legion of Darkness to share the gold as a whole group. So with that, Adel passed the torch of those tag titles to Legion of Darkness for helping out and destroy Yoshi, which of course that's probably a different story for another time. But I'll explain. But let's just say that Pikachu, Pit, and for Smash, some superstars did not like the actions of what Adel did during that draft on the ECW draft. The night where Yoshi was in his hotel room, got attacked. Of course, they got attacked. His leg got injured, because the culprits were behind was Legion of Darkness and Adel, of course, that cost him 4 to 6 months to the injury. We heard news about Yoshi being out of surgery. He's finally out of surgery. Right now he's just rehabbing his injuries. So we'll see how that plays out. But for the time being, it's a lot harder for Yoshi. Now, only for Yoshi's focus is, I bet I guarantee Yoshi wants to focus on getting revenge, getting his hands on Adel. Not only this, mostly just personal, it was all personal business. So I'm sure Yoshi will come back with a stronger vengeance and just destroy the champion. But that's a different story for another time. But however, with this is a nice little exercise for Pika-PZ. We saw Pikachu's younger niece when Ruby Raichu made a strong debut. Very, very impressive, but just very powerful. Just that all those. Remember, because it can store up to 100,000 volts, which is a lot of electricity. Especially could light up an entire fucking skyscraper, which is crazy. But however, she's talented. She's talented, powerful, speedy, and strong, and also pretty beautiful. She's very adorable. However, with Pikachu's sake, with this case, this is a nice little exercise for the whole. We'll see a 6-man tag next week for Raw. We'll see between Pikachu with those guys around it. But of course, we'll see Pikachu be in that match as well for next week. But this is a nice little exercise build. We'll see how this plays out. I'm sure Pikachu will have a chance against Nyal the Tap. They had a 2-1 scrimmage, probably the best match of the draft last week. They put up a great showcase for the fans. I'm sure you guys will enjoy a kind of a rematch between these two. Now it's gonna be a singles action for the captain, possibly the captain, and of course the captain himself for Pika-PZ and. So let the crimson red and yellow here to start off here. Round 1, here we go. Rematch, basically a rematch from last week, but a nice clash to start off First Blood. But now it's got the power game. Oh, and Pikachu's trying to rely on the speed. No. This might be a domination here because we build up here, showing that Chaos Breaker offense being trained by Rhonda actually. Now it's up very aggressive here. And there's that coffin slash that we saw last week. Oh, and again! That dreaded coffin slash destroyed Pikachu in the corner. And now that's up just Daniel flossed him around 1. Pikachu getting first blood off the start. Pikachu with multi-thunder attack. Nice move there by Pikachu. For the kick out. And now, go for that big ground rip combo. Trying to destroy the ring here. Trying to destroy the battlefield here as much as possible, but go for that corkscrew headbutt, but no coffin slash connecting. Pikachu trying to escape here, but it's not working. He's just gonna have Miles and stick and move straps, but no, nobody home. The big fist uppercutting Pikachu as he gets knocked out. And oh, come on, the disrespect! You gotta be kidding me! The disrespect! Just stomp away on poor Pikachu. Come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. Look at this harlot. Come on. That's just disrespectful. That's what happened last week on Raw too. They also the disrespect to Pikachu. And obviously, does not care about Pikachu's friend Yoshi or whatever the case may be, but obviously, it's just another way of saying, hey, you know, this just shades of last week on Raw, but it was just a. I think it's more of a better. The match last week was way better than what's going on right now. But what a start to this season, even though Raw had some struggles. Pikachu especially had some struggles right now in that case, but now it gets the first one for her side. Hopefully, we'll see her boys Eric, and DN Dark Nation get a chance to hopefully be well in that 6-man tag. But Pikachu's got to step up his game a lot more because if they want to win tag team gold, they have to step up their game a lot. This is just the shots of last week, but it was still a great match. PZ kind of like carried the stable in that one. But Pikachu just meanwhile by himself. I don't know. I think he might be his old age catching up to him, and just getting blasted by now. Just again that stomp from those heels. That's gotta hurt, especially those spike heels on Pikachu. That's gotta hurt. It's but obviously going by herself here. Obviously Pikachu feels like obviously PZ trying to win those tag team titles, but it's not working. I can't blame him for just to help his buddy here. But it's just the numbers. Well, not numbers game. It's probably just too strong here. Trying to let him the Hyper Beam attack. And again, this is just sort of. I don't know if this is smart or stupid though. It's gut stuff from and now Psychic Attack coming in handy, trying to rely on his partner, trying to protect his partner. He's trying to look at Pikachu, trying to rely on him. But again, the shoulder block. He's trying to send it. He's sending nets right now, but of course, good effort though. Seven tap with a shoulder block into an uppercut, and again right to the head. And that's just right there showing why. Now the top just doesn't care at all. But clearly, good effort though. PZ trying to help out, but Pika-PZ just been smothered in the corner by Naruto. It's just a power game and the size advantage. It's just not enough. I mean, poor Pika-PZ just getting destroyed here in the corner. I mean, especially single-handedly by Naruto is now the new tag team champion, showing why that her true power. It's just her power game, man. What do you expect? I mean, that's after the disrespect, man, for the Pikachu. And then now look at this, and just especially Naruto just being more as she walks away with Eric Draven and Legion of Darkness just trying to. I mean, how will Pika-PZ survive this onslaught? Obviously, hopefully Pikachu will be back 100% in Canada, but Pikachu's got to match it in a 6-man tag. But hopefully he'll be all right and healed up, ready to go. But that heal right to the head, right to the spine of Pikachu, that's gonna hurt, especially his old age. You know, Pikachu might be older, but he has a lot of experience in the ring. That's what makes difficult. He's a veteran, but veterans might have a weakness, and that's just the old age might catch up to him. That's what I'm concerned about. But clearly, PZ trying to help out his buddy, but it didn't work. And maybe he almost had it, but just does the one little miss, and then that was it. And Naruto had a lot more resilience too for herself. That's just. It was insane. But, yeah, I guess how the cookie crumbles. But still to come, our main event is coming up. We do have Pitt and Adel in a grudge match. Pitt's PO'd. Pitt's more should have pissed off. You don't piss with the fallen angel. So hopefully we'll see the fallen angel take on this dark bastard within Adel. We'll see how this plays out. It is a non-title, but it's obviously personal business with Adel, with Pitt and Adel. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, we're back on Raw. Doubles actually our first doubles match of the evening here, and our first doubles match of the season. But courtesy of the Mugen draft, shouts to the Mugen draft, of course, from last week. A surprise getting Roland Alia. I was surprised, but I love this draft pick a lot too. Seeing ECW getting some guys from ECW, but of course led to Roland Alia because one of the biggest examples was Roland Alia making their first appearance, and I'm impressed with them. So I cannot wait to see how that goes. But this case, Roll and Ollie are looking forward to hopefully get a shot. This is their Raw debut, and they really look really good actually, as like a really good mechanical unit. I'm sure Dr. Light will be really proud. Will be very proud and happy to see us. But you know, seeing what these two can bring. Of course, they are, you know, Roll and Ollie kind of related to EXE. To make EXE the Intercontinental Champion. Of course, these are two that are responsible. Give EXE that defense buff to hopefully hopefully survive, and you know, stay on ECW for a while. And then hopefully that's what ultimately gave EXE a chance to become the next Intercontinental Champion originally. But with these buffs, and hopefully they do support the EXE, but they also have to show business across Raw. But their first stint on the roster right now is trying to make the name for themselves in the tag team division. And that's Punisher and Deathstroke, Punishing Death, I like to call them, but or DMP. But these two teams, of course, they look really good. Of course, I love this tag team a lot, but I like the Roll Dynasty a lot better. These girls from ECW look really strong. Of course, being trained by Chun-Li from ECW, but we'll see how the extreme her extreme psyche can bring some defensive maneuvers and stuff too. We'll see this on landmines. So it's gonna be a war zone with bullets and a lot of bullets, and also a lot of warfare in this set. So doubles match number 1, only doubles match of the evening, but we'll see how the Roll Dynasty and Punishing Death show what they can do.
You're on my list.
Magazine carries only 8 rounds.
Perfect. Actually, I like the Deathstroke's new look too. I like the black and teal. Very nice with the match outfit too. Looks like Snake Eyes, by the way, from G.I. Joe. Round 1 starts off strong here. Lots of blood spewing out here. And Punisher does show what they could do. Ooh, nice kill shot. Go for that motor kill shot.
Quick.
And again, another kill shot on Alia trying to run defense. Both sides. Go for that AK-47. Lots of gunfire from both. Punisher finally back with a long injury too. Go for that plasma shot. Nice move. Now with the landmines. Nice, another plasma shot again. And then the knife right into the head of Alia. That's a balls to take. A lot of blood spewing out here from Roll and Alia. Now for the defensive landmines. And now, oh god, this is just crucial here. And you know, Deathstroke down, but Punisher just murdering poor Roll, but Roll kicks out of it, survives it. There's a lot of blood on the floor here, and go for a shotgun. No, gets caught into a big plasma shot there. That was a super plasma shot right there, and that's Roll Dynasty just executed round 1. Ollie just doing a good job surviving with that defense. That resilience is nice too, as a matter of fact. Get ready for round 2 here. Nice hip toss there by Roll. And now for the landmines. Trying to show some defense. And again, and I believe Alia now getting slaughtered here by Punisher, excuse me. And now for the plasma shot again. So yeah, lots of gunfire and blood being spewed out here in this war zone. And now, go for the submachine gun combination. Now for the rush drill run combination. And drilling away on the defenses, piercing on now FPS mode. Go for those big frag grenades. And right now, Ollie is playing some really good defense. You're trying to be defensive. So I'm trying to rely on some health here, but of course, it's close for now. Oh, go for ultimate roll, but nobody home there. Good block by Punisher. And again, now ultimate roll coming in handy. It knocks down those heavy artillery, doing some massive damage. And the Roll Dynasty takes the cake and gets the victory 2-0 over Punishing Death. They escape death too, but still, no pun intended. But nevertheless, great opportunity for Roll Dynasty. They seal the deal and they make their Raw debut. Well played by the defensive maneuvers by Alia, the defense, and of course Roll's offense. That's what the Roll Dynasty were successful in ECW, and now here they are on Raw. Just the plasma shots doing a hell of a lot of damage. So you love to see it with some new tag teams making their first start on Raw, and then they are very dominant. So Very impressed. Very, very impressed. Defeating someone like Punisher in death, that's something a lot. But they have been on a losing streak lately, so this is Punisher's first verse. Also, he's also back from a long injury, but Punisher. A lot of people showing a little bit of ring rust here. Pikachu, Blanka, Punisher. We saw a little bit of that. We saw maybe Tifa show a little bit of a hangover because she also had a little bit of a remake, Final Fantasy VII's remake with Yuffie being introduced in Epic Games. So that's pretty cool. As I had a lot of exhaustion still from our our older talent, but I get to some of the new talent and making a name for themselves. But Genjuro has not missed a beat quite yet. But it was close match. But in the end, the Royal Dynasty making a big start on the show, and looking forward to see them as a Hall of Fame team as well. They're just about 27 wins now, 3 more. They can beat. If they do well, I saw the record here. They're 27 now, 27-14. They're pretty good. This is a tag team that can be really, really successful as a Hall of Fame team. So we can see our first ballot as we hopefully try to get up the ranks here. So that's pretty exciting. All right, we're back. 4v4 is ready to go for AB Mugen RAW, the first 4v4 match of the evening, and of course, first 4v4 match of the season. And we get to ourselves another awesome bout. Earthbound making their first 4v4 stint. This will be our 4v4 debut, actually. Lucas and Ness, of course, we already know. We were talking about Lucas and Ness before for the first 2 seasons. They were really impressive on the way out. They became the tag team champs, redeemed themselves after being embarrassed by TK's antics from Saturday Slamfest. But now Lucas and Ness, meanwhile, they're former tag team champions. I can say they are like 2-time tag team champs. But now with this, with that resume, they want to raise the stakes a little bit higher. You know, they want to raise the stakes a little bit higher, having 4v4. Yes, Earthbound with Jeff and Paula, as we heard them make their return. I can't wait to see what this new Earthbound team can bring for 4v4. And here's a fun fact: I have never played Earthbound before. I was probably born too late. But I never played Earthbound before, so maybe we'll see something interesting in the future. I heard there's supposed to be a new Earthbound game coming out. Yeah, I'm sure you guys in the comments will let me know on that, or you can confirm on that if there's like a new Earthbound game coming out. That was on Nintendo Direct. I didn't see Nintendo Direct. I apologize, but just been me being all busy and all out these other things I'm trying to do. However, with this sake, with Mortal Kombat getting Raiden's back. Raiden after a long time coming. He's also a draft pick. That also was part of it. We'll see some new interesting new comps within Mortal Kombat's 4v4 team with Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Kitana, Raiden, who obviously they have not been in action in months. But with this new state, also the patience kind of came through for Mortal Kombat, and we'll see what these 4 could bring. But it's next one, Mortal Kombat versus Earthbound match, which should be pretty cool. Seeing also what they're missing is leadership within Raiden. Raiden's been experiencing fights for his whole life. We already know his brother Shao Kahn's in ECW. Fair enough. But we'll see the action unfold for this sake with Earthbound and MK. Should be a really nice battle. Battle of the 90s games. Like how Mortal Kombat was in the early 90s, and then Earthbound was probably in Super Nintendo as well too in the early 90s. So it all comes full circle. Which Super Nintendo game? Which franchise is better? Here we go, round 1. Jeff and Paul making a official. Ooh! Nice PK fire. Very aggressive attack from Earthbound here. This would be a very aggressive Earthbound team. They're mucho aggro. Nice little ice beam attack by Lucas. And again, PK Thunder attack. Into an ice beam combo. Damn, this is why they were tag team champs in the first place. In the PSI Magnet. Coming in clutch here. As Kitana all by herself here. But maybe it's a little too late. PK Storm coming in clutch here, but good defense by Kitana. Oh, and again it gets caught at the last second too. That's tough. Earthbound just obliterating Mortal Kombat round 1. All right, round 2. Is that bear dummy? And now Apollo sneaking her way through. Trying to let go of the legs here, trying to chop the legs off. And again, there's the bombs from Jeff. Shouts to Smash Brothers. Now for the Jeff going those big time rocket ship that explodes heavy damage here. And again, the PK Storm utterly destroying Mortal Kombat. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot. My name's Jeff. Okay, just because his name is Jeff, they have to put that meme in there. I see what you're trying to do there. Nice meme. My name's Jeff. Very good job. Very great debut for them. Great debut for Earthbound. I lost control of that match, but oh man, what a just rockets everywhere. PK Starstorms. Yeah, this Earthbound team is looking like $1 million. I mean, cool to Mortal Kombat for giving Earthbound a chance, but they made Earthbound super strong in this fully forward debut. But yeah, Jeff and Paul are gonna be interesting. A nice little addition to them. They actually were accompanying the former tag team champs, but they never made their first stint back then. I guess when they're on Blade games at some point at the time, but I probably don't remember the old days of the whole Monday Night Mat on Blade games. But however, Earthbound making their first start. I'm very impressed with this 44 Paula was very glitchy though in this matchup. If you noticed, she went underneath the ring. It just snuck in, but that gives Jeff. That might not be smart, but also stupid at the same time. But I guess just to get more, try to chomp the legs down of her competitors. I don't know. I guess Paul has a fetish for legs. I don't know, but I don't know. They're kids, obviously. But nevertheless, great victory for Earthbound and their sake. Great job. I mean, Mortal Kombat tried to do some offense, but I guess they got blasted. It just like projectile spams and then rockets and then PK Starstorm, PK everything. It's just, why don't you say PK FU? That's it. Did everything else. I know Rock Rage is probably smiling right now. I know he's a huge Earthbound fan, so shout out to Rock Rage. I'm sure he's a huge Earthbound fan. He's gonna enjoy all of this. So, yay! Hooray for immense Earthbound smackdown indeed. Well, we're here now. 6 matches are down. 1 more to go. It is our main event. It's main event time for episode 51. February 28th, the final installment of February is almost over. Thank the Lord. Month of Hate was kind of stressful, but at the end of the day, I finally got paid, which is awesome. But we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about is the main event of this matchup. It's a long-awaited grudge match. It's been personal for the last few months, and obviously with the off season going up, it's just been ever since I'm using draft and ECW standards. Of course, Yoshi got attacked from behind, as I said before, but of course getting attacked on the leg, which injured Yoshi's leg, and now of course like I say, he got out of surgery earlier the last few weeks, so he's definitely just trying to rehab his injuries. So he'll probably just go his home now, resting. So I'm sure he'll be back and we'll try to use that leg to walk again. He's walking on one leg, but meanwhile, Pitt on the other hand is pissed. Pitt is pissed off. He is upset, angry. I don't blame him one bit. He wants to beat the shit out of this bastard known as Adel, or in this case, the Dark Shield's Adel, as Raw's World Heavyweight Champion. But just the speed quickness of just Adel, he's known for his. Of course, you see Rose, of course, looking on. Obviously, Rose has definitely been the safekeeper who's mostly been protecting her older brother. You know, he's trying to keep him alive, keep him safe. But at this point, what's the point? I don't know about Pitt, but then what's the point about this whole thing? Because we've already seen the Dark Shield and Smash Ultimate feuding for the last 3 seasons, and here they are again. This long-awaited rivalry, it's been a personal one. Now it's been extremely personal with Pitt, and especially with this whole rivalry going on. Well, this match hasn't even started yet, but right now trying to get some advantage games, a little bit of revenge. I'm just speechless right now. What is happening? Look, Pitt bringing out some backup here, a little bit of revenge from last season. I don't know if aiming though, but Pitt meanwhile brings some backup here, and obviously revenge, sweet revenge here. Right arrow connecting on the shot, but I'm just so confused. Why are we witnessing this whole this beatdown on the champion here. Now, but clearly, revenge night for not trying to escape that, but he's not gonna escape me anywhere right now. He's taking on Pit though. Doesn't really matter. It's just the numbers game right now. Now it looks like Adel's stunned here. And right now taking a beat down here. Angry Adel being absolutely destroyed. Kicked with a super kick by Bogard, sending a huge message to the World Heavyweight Champion. And Adel just fleeing away in retreat. But that's how the cookie crumbles these days. With that one, it was like Pit was pissed off, bringing some talent, bringing the rest of the locker room back and trying to beat down a champion. But it makes sense. So, but I don't understand, man. That hurts, and it looks like Adel now growling away. As he just Adel growling and just in rage after being attacked like that. But obviously now the champion running away like a scolded dog. Sorry, JR. But in the words of Jim Ross, you know, he's running away like a scolded dog, and now forcing retreat and just throws the match away. He does not care. But Pit chasing after Adel. I don't blame Pit whatsoever. He wants his hands on. He finally got his hands on Adel. Those two are gonna meet up in a 6-man tag next week, so they'll have to be ready to go. But this is just personal between both of these guys, and those two are gonna meet up living dangerously. I think we'll be seeing those guys living dangerously, being part of that Fatal 4-way match for the World Heavyweight title. And we'll have to see who's the other two competitors will be competing with Pit and Adel. But I like the strategy though by Pit here, just trying to get his other guys. But obviously Dark Shield were kind of busy. Legion's just trying to help out, and also there's a war zone going on here. So we'll sit around. Adel leaving the champion now and ready for help here. Yeah, run away, you coward! Yeah, look at that coward. Yeah, and the numbers getting caught up to you, huh? Some champion. Yeah, a big man. You're a big man, champ. That's what happens. And it's like looks like the fans finally we'll have the fans we'll go home happy at least. Finally, Adel getting his comeuppance. So finally getting getting what he deserved, an ass kicking of a lifetime. No, I don't blame Pit one bit, but it brings some extra help. Of course, Terry Bogard, of course, the Wild Wolf is back too. Also, he wants a statement, and he wants in on this World Heavyweight title match. He's a Hall of Famer himself too, but he's gonna have to earn himself a match. So I think we'll see. But I think I may have to figure out this like a lot of people want to shot for that world title. I don't blame them. All of them. They have their good statements. Even the European champ too, who wants a shot at that world title. So there's a lot of people out there who want some shots at that championship. So we'll have to figure out the four combatants. So I know Pit will be part of it. Adel himself. But who are the other two competitors? We got to figure that out. Hopefully, this premiere is off to an interesting, auspicious start, but it's just building up to some story building with Pit and Adel's storyline, and with this sake, Terry Bogard, of course, coming to making the save, and then of course it was supposed to be a grudge with Pit, but Pit lied to Adel. He brought some backup, and now, of course, thanks to this, the Dark Shield Nick Rugal also at a business trip away. Now it looks like Adel all cornered, and he got his ass kicked by Smash Ultimate and Terry Bogard. I think Terry's part of Smash Ultimate now, so I guess that he makes him a Smash Ultimate character too. But nevertheless, Terry Bogard now become the new replacement for Yoshi at this case for the time being until he comes back. That's probably my only guess. But we'll have more confirmations of hopefully if Pit does confirm that if Terry replaces he'll try to regain back those tag belts but at some point that's Pika-PZ's job. They're already failing because they already lost those chances, and also they already lost in their first exercise, and we'll see what happens in a 6-man tag. We'll see what that brings up to the table. So maybe we'll see Terry Bogard and Pika-PZ in the main event. But of course, Adel was super growly, and I hear him growling in just anger. But obviously, Adel has a lot of anger issues. It looks like, but Pit, meanwhile, he's more pissed off. Pit again. I don't blame him whatsoever. But yeah, we end off the show here. That's how it Cookie Crumbles. It was kind of a failure of an episode, but hell, it just brings a lot of storytelling with the whole matches. But obviously Adel upset. He runs away in fear. But now he's just, you know, how's it feel, you motherfucker? How you feel now? You want to attack people left and right now. How does it feel? How about you being attacked, motherfucker? I think that was what Pit was trying to do at some point. That's why the psyche that Pit worked out. So I'm happy about that. I mean, at least a little bit. At least the fans will go home happy. Can like the video happy. But of course, speaking of likes, hit the like button. You guys are excited about the season 3 premiere. Also, we're looking forward to see if we're hyped up for more season 3 action for AB Mugen RAW. But it's also an interesting start. No round 3s today, but we'll see what happens next week. We'll head to Canada. We're heading to Canada for Raw. And heading to Toronto. Then we have Montreal. A part of the Canadian tour. We'll see you guys back here. We'll see you guys back over here. We'll be reporting. We'll be reporting back if things go a little, or have some more news about it, if I can. That is, my best ability. But nevertheless, great opportunity for this. Pit gets his just dessert. Well, gets his revenge. You know, avenging Reggie Yoshi's loss finally. But of course, beating the shit out of Adel and sending a major statement. And Pit doesn't care about titles. All he cares about is just beat the shit out of Adel. And I don't blame him one bit. So the rivalry with this, the Dark Shooting / Ultimate is still going on. Yes, I know. It'll all pay off in the end, hopefully. But it tells us too fast. And we saw the damage done to Pit, but it doesn't matter. He just still wants his hands on the champion. So these two are gonna have a chance. We'll have to figure it out. But we're gonna call quits today. AB Mugen RAW is done. I'll see you guys next time right here, next week in Canada. AzureBlaze, signing up for now. Thanks for watching, and of course, have a good night, everybody.